Forestry Commission. And there, Onya Juma Hubio. Next year, Meneno Kodo by any brew. Honorable Sylvester Tete, MP Botian English man from 24 million son. I'm no chicken command pay. Na otu ahia na trotro drivers no epake cars say fuel bo iodine no achi ene ete say goil ate wo mo ede so agwakofa nsem aba goil any other OMCs no entem eno eho asem na goil say Association of Oil Marketing Companies no Omo ebo aban so bo say aban de no for yimu enti na goil 40 fuel so sa asem no so enye no kre enti omo twe omo ho afri sa eku no emu afei Kokrokoo and so catch goil say fuel na omate so no omonhwe na omonsan empinsi say no omfa nko babia da no ase be ya obia be hu babia real price na nkasa eda. The fight against corruption the matters arising special prosecutor say all cases be 37 actually say we hu adwuma ne sa early next year ebe court na wa share ho adwuma as a charge boss so catch special prosecutor say ubetimi start corruption with the fight with the bank. Start with what you have. What I say, and other things. After 2022 budget, any ensem can 11 months into the this year, 2021, 2,608 people. And omawu. Nipam pimmienu ahensiane ngotwe 2,608. And no matter what a can quenchia inti COVID-19 any a home and sensem and on a minute men pennyfui a babacasa ever home and a pay. Charles Martin
Minia.
That is a
Anna about the other Roma. Said you wouldn't even know minimum. When you mean our tissue of being so. And if I mean on to phobia dream, was say Randy Bibi was a day here. One I made him more. And if I made a radius, and also a bravo was in a wife at the door.
Why what that Roma?
When is that and then many aji papa because before you want my uncle and Timmy, my name straight. Means I've been coming to see me MP. MP I'm afraid you papa. Me MP no no.
Sir.
Hey. Aja okase wo tumi ase se metu we ni be da.
Pese me nua no.
Nti aja me hunu sa na ma ai aprawa kitwa. No aprawa kase ya.
No wamoa.
Na wamoa nti aja anopa de I'm blessed to have empanifo ewo studio ha. Nana bebre ne sisi na otwe twam. Na otwe mu kura mpo na nya sam kitwa. Meta kase between enane sodium enwa. Enso ye sori anya ni pagina na yetu om kase o ma sorry. This are the passanchi and say, be man. I did back one. A year me, a your share mammy. And yet be big again. I am a horse, so I am a kind of me adding assam. I drew be bring the woo I say, and so young idiot. Or your back up it. Yet our body as an pay.
You. And I was like,
Minia,
net is saying,
oh, what the Adam, Yamidia Che, or my and qua. Yentumi fasika ento na said minua Charles minua prekope isi mwenye ne na okwa meko say betu ohia so ni under development so we wo botiano English a man from no odi mu akunche papa say yakwan nsuo titru yakwan sebi ono so afatu ne ho so say obebo mechidom na aban aso abafom na yakwan ahodo a enye obeboa anopa yi meda no ase bebre niam dodo na na waye a oguso a oye eboa setimamfo a ewo botiano English am from omonso aban chefan ne niam a ewo se nya no yenso yensa beka ye de na memfa nchia sonko ema ye wofa ba ko ye nua panin era Kwesi Pratt. Me ho na cha papa. I used to do Atinkan FM with him. I used to do Atinkan FM with him. Eja ya ko pray yaba. Enti
o hwe wo fan ka be hu no.
O fa na me ba na me face me sha no so na say onam wium.
Kofie.
Ya me kofie. History lectures no was say ya GB.
We say kofie.
I was ya GB. Enti obo ade ase. Na so the that is say ache. Day 2 of budget hearing cost of parliament. Enti me feel say for God and country Kwame Beka. That obi bi anso ase. Ampa ho ayefe papa.
Yo, me da se.
Hotel ani there. So the chair odi ohwe yeso ye side ya se obetu bi ache ya.
Pacho. Ode mami fancy here ya. Man Pratt.
Opening.
Now what is it?
Oh, boko.
Ya de radiasi. Ya feel so. Na bibi aboko there.
Oh, at the form.
Say we dia me pese wo hwe we nko ama me na afedi aka no meko chance mo no makosta tie free ho. Cause 11 months into 2021, 2,608 people road accident.
Opening as somebody said, you can it was to do her obi akabi. Because it don't be me ba how many chance. Okay, be pa don't be say ba ha na kumia. Na ya kan na asania then ya kan no ene ye di adwuma na nya ne ya kan no so na nka ase ye di adwuma we ye ni hwan ti se Ghana fo ya obi a edwan say ye nya privilege bi amma e kwan na so better ha na be kan adwe na accident do no masa edikan akwan ne nye ni drive ni kaka mitimi ekaka free ha kosi paga ti minim sane akwan ne tie masa akwan ne nye he ukaka toda ukaka na anadwo no kura na nye no no be at the ahia na se boba no the good kwan no ne side anadwo say masa say unim driving said dey una ya careful said dey ebe you sa ahia ne boba no park good side nipa kum wo omamu ha na sam kitwa ya kaka ka so besin ne enkofo park ahia ne boba egu kwan chen tractors here omudi adwuma ne dia sikwa ne nchen no triangle no nothing abeden na wu ubenya kwenhia obewu ohunam che no ba ku bi so aba no de masa ehu pa ana ufa kwanza last be who supposed for no di hu adwuma but still e bi wo ho ankofo bi e wo modwen so omudi kana ya yama won na omokoto na omuhwe this omu the extra lights she ho
yeah
masa ushia no on the highway wo hwe a blind you complete
Ochom kra be 5 minutes that's the who hwe
masa so special lights na kopo na mintia se adentia
hey
Ultra darkness.
Jai
wo di sa kan ya no hwe wo ka ho a na ye de life nipa ekumu no enya sam kitwa o nipa ekum sa kanea last me who say IGP man instructions is omo use satellite ni na no echichi o ni fa wonfa mbra kwan so still ufa kwan so a wo ebi ko ha ka kitwa bi o ka kitikiti bi ehun lights no enya sam kitwa eya dia ase ehwe ni eka se pese akwenhia na wo aba de masa 11 months nipa 2,600 something adeng
covid kra kum say
nti eno so ka hu pa masa de ba ko so eno so hadwin pa no any speed ramps
Of Bohobium.
speed ramps Master speed run for you or asa ni any mountain afaja to pre. Speed run ni. Na ayeswa so sign a chop say speed run for you na shewire mu o. Shewire mu. Until all of a sudden we got to so send a bet to afa no.
The ancient ram so see baby a ramp no see no pay.
Oh. Na speed run me ting pa enya adeketwa.
Ne funu amuna kora yate so.
Enti mi hu mienti e 2 years speed run for it is a bepo. Aden. Eno so e ka hu bi. Opani yan fa no tun chen. Ohu motorway. Accra Tema motorway. Dual carriageway biara no. Your inner lane and outer lane.
Oh, offer.
Astronia outer lane here.
Oh.
And Astronia inner lane here.
Asem you offer.
Okofa motorway you so drivers only inner lane no ni outer lane. Obi e kon your
Track no the inner lane. No say.
Inti overtaking here on the left, here on the right, here sani e pebia. E be den na ye nya kwehia. E be den na ye nya kwehia. Masa ehia enam ye kwansi. Putoka sem as we mu road worthiness. Edan bi mi hu ka bi pa truck bi pa na mi die chire. Anadwo. Chire ho no kane bi ani ho. Reflector bi ani ho.
They normal. This is normal.
Chale kane ni oni chire kane no oni bi. Na reflector bi ani ho. Enti wudi na chi a, wo hu kura se card wani. Eno so eda ho. Opening second hand spare party, a boy in some ways, so couldn't pass in other ways. A go for be or how one quarter spare parts of monopan function car over packet. There's a monopa who seek us and not the kitwa. Oh, no, John. Into your second hand spare party. Now, second hand spare part, no quarter. A cranberry now fashion now who's a second hand spare part near Duma.
No way there.
Wait there, and I say a betche, and I say a cranberry near Faso. And that's why I couldn't walk to Massa, try and error, would you question ye and ye? If you cry Toma or so, Okonas and ye, San Faber never do seeker. Maybe it is second hand spare parts and also more. Now, second hand spare parts in there, then cry, and you cry second hand ties. Massa me, no creamy, my Toby paying, me Toby. We are not tired now, we are won't me, I know what to be the Ashansa in the meantime, because he said, who bear won't walk to you. But ties, second hand ties, usually, no. I ties now, a brutal macase, just a one more discarded, no. And a year, cover bunny, the best tires. Ties only castle there, and that's it's one of the main year, it assures safety. Now even time mononocra no time mononocra no wouldn't say more expiry dates. And monono but Ghana nipa hin nanim say time monono expiry date. Now time so expiry date. Obi expiry date. And you didn't know Musa. Now opening driver education. Driver education. I mean I can say a dream. Driver education. Signboard the kwan zebra crossing near the with the upper and then if you should you have munko jina kwan when I'm this drivers need trouble says na way I say anything one more nim na sa who drive was na say who nim sa road signs na beku nipa beku ho on channel inti. And some years back, a dozen near a dear queen share bano, a dosupa. As a share, na yaka, na ye bomb modins and ye bear. Massa 2,608 accident killed. No accident, so Nipa Omo Wu Busumi Dubaku. And ya feel Busumi Dubaku 2,608 Omo. Yanka omo did them all. Yanka omo did them. Yanka ka dodo asaya esi esan ko pesika foreign exchange at the crash papers there. nti ade a adwene yie papa masa sɛ ɛyɛ ho biribi sɛ ɛyɛ ho biribi paa ti asɛm a mɛka fa ho no ɛnsɛm no deɛ dɔɔso mentumi nka no nyinaa nnɛ ɛdɔɔso nneɛma akwanhyia ɛta si paa ɛdɔɔso ɛna masa hwɛ ɛda no ɔho ka wokɔdi traffic light hɔ no medi kaa bi akyi kanea yɛ asɔ green 1 minute 2 minutes kanea no asɔ green akoa no ne kaa no nkɔ papa yi ne kaa sɛ anansɛn yɛbɔ abingu no so yɛnkɔhwɛ a sɛ wada masa wada o wada from in traffic in Accra na sɛ wei ɔkɔda Kumasi kwan so aka fi sɛ kadeɛ ne bɛba
Kenya
hwɛ wokɔ ebinom kasa tia North Korea no problem we'll be able to meet China doing on any country and so on but me call North Korea of any North Korea no a kwan no te sɛ Kumasi afi nkranko Kumasi wɔn compulsory rest stops compulsory rest stops and it's 100 kilometers we drive 100 kilometers by force and so Gina now we rest for a minimum of 20 minutes and some was also now sa compulsory rest stop bibia wo ho edware wo ho edanan bia wo ho restaurant wo ho gym wo ho bibia wo ho North Korea o compulsory rest stops now Ghana had a so drivers who know mo or no energy drink no a top air trip they sit in chain no a track car na chi no atu Accra to Tamale non-stop so be jana the petrol na short into no koto petrol ebe na wonder na so woda hokwan so be na wunkun nipa nka ho it is our rest stops no so ahu hia papa nipa no masa ye nipa o ye nyandade na ye de ye obi o ha ofiri Kumasi how many Kumasi asaba be fa passengers asako ubeku nipa nti masa ma me fancy here
Mate Manprat Chase
ana ma yenchia tie fo ne ahwefo echi no wo na wa mo no ne a awoyi mu nyina no sabe omdi kuta yie piece shi o maso na obi dim tete anka kwasi hu donti ene mi ameti ha nti omuti anopa enchia na nanu atrankonya ewo enkransa domia braso so nana no pay o mu se ma shefita nana me ba na ma anka so shefita na ayi bibia asa edwen ho
o de sporting de nti o mi men o kra chas sporting a wo sporting di ba obi anu se me men o kra o kwan bia so
na again jeans na o se akora am before say akora nse oni a o se ti we di me se mo fa we mama na no mama onye jealous one of Wadaroma any mo fa o se chemistry na elen edwuma na de nti a ni na nse ene onyame atro eni patitu bi pa ne nkwan na oyobi a wadi juma kase de abo o man Ghana eni pa do bi ayama hwahwa se ene anti amabuzia wadi 85 years na yeyi dan ye friend anti that is how anti am friend anti ba o ye nana na no pa bi bo mi mu ase chia no na yasan adawrade ase amane kra se onyankopon enye nadom na 104.3 ontwam ho
miss mami pa o
mami pa
mi mami pa nyenchen
ye de awrade ase Albert anti wow ba Albert incoming wenchi a member of parliament the messenger on to say anope on the why na papa me na jam de me ma yakobolo di vacha me anope me ba musira mo me say we twa 15 ago de be ba me enti anope me ma start now so me angasa me bo hu de ransa enti nyame ntu ne nkonem o pani ko fo so say na atwie ya nso
na nzane ne
edi na woda o pani Wadaroma anope wo so me chiaw o nyame nkoso a nhiraw na onto nkonem pani fo se oni pani adue nti ehun be hinya se benya mpanimfo sabi onim de onim abakosem onim amanyosem owo fie nyansa ombetena ase ache na se nsem bi ma ne homne so kese a and that's why they say na me ekoso parliament na mirror ya kakra ese pani ofie a sabi akola sedua amfo me wana na yes sir this mofra no sorry na so omo toto mo ba de abafie sa na mpanifo atia omo na ya mo magya dede a omo ye no matena se dinti yes rese onyame nkoso anto mo nkonem nana anapa yi before meka de mo fa kan so mo fa kra wa kan asem ni na wi asem ba ko hia me pa ne se weja ese fro teteku
Tetegu Junction.
Me pese me bisa se. Ade enti na free baby industrial area. Dey enti ya. Dey enti na I said that enclave bi to say a higher industrial area. Say bi enti ya. Industrial area na ya ma kwan ma yenkosi can say residential houses or anamwa. Tetegu Junction. I want a Pambolos. Can't say enchine ewo yes a cement factory
that no you know musi wa no ho
sure cement factory now we nipa do ewo anti ye bisa kwan ben so ntina ye masa kwan se nipa do ewo yes enchine wo ho a ye ton enchine ba dwuma wo koto enchine se wo na wo koto se wo yire na ekoto se wo ba na ekoto ye mbisa ba bia nkyere no ye no but don't so far so me to I doted salt and ameboa this modern event YouTube na ye makwan ma ye mate se ye de injunction to so na Ghana kwa de injunction to ade so na ekoso ntentem yes still factory ni ye sisi ya kasai na ensuo kura to a de wa e ho si flood no se si ye si factory na si ho no ensuo no to a e fa na ensuo no be fa akọ. Yeah, various houses I want to be affected on. So I'm pleading with the president of this country, Nana Danko Bufado, Your Excellency, Nana Wadaro me ba onaso. See, you come on to ya, Nana me come what? Baby, Omusi factory no. Me M1 nipa a team potembo. Udu Kumasi, Uko Kumasi control. Of I mean, so the home factory never before I be do Konongo. Is it Konongo? What's Konongo?
Left one.
Left or no? Who's the first? Not so let's secret to be Pakia, my friend. Why it too dangerous? And see, see where we are. I'm sure the cars about you know. I quite one on bedding on the packing. Already traffic I walk on so and I intimate. The best ramping for crew say. Obi ye pese investors back crew mu. But my Ghana ni bia betimi akasa wo China or any other country so investment. Ye be man kwan ma ba bi ete sa se enipa eti ho na ni sika wo nti no on si factory no on make sika on make money onya ne mfa so at the expense of nkofo life me sure say ye ne say be yi enti ye be sere say mpanimfo form na nsi fam na factory ni yen stop no ye wo ansase bebre o ba bi bebre so o si tomato o si ye ya fan say cement factory a botimi akọ na ye tomatoes and kan hadwe aye indomie na yekwan no ho a kan hadwen aye nkyire na yekwan no ho a kan hadwen ba ye nyina ye nim chemicals a ye de cement ukọ bia ukọ tema ko gas ho a ko yesere ho tete emfuturu a wo ho no enya sam keto a kumase kwan so dia me se be di mani ehu ye nim se de sitie so I mean I don't mean tears here how hey oh my what is that bra ye bra nyina chi no obi nsa me ya djuma meku nipa tim montem no mpe ni sika no ko ba bi how na ono investor na chese ono anya tumi a chese ono ya see injunction that so mpeni force ya stop no still every day because me I want na me fa kofie anopa awia anwumre ni anajo and work is ongoing ya besre so mo me ye ni ye afere na asemidika esan hia me biem my MP na tia say na me so obeka ho asem botia no yakwan ne yensu ene yenka ne asem e besere aban se me MP kasa muntie ne bi yensu ya adam asefo ye yenka se mfa hye budget mi madaroma yenka se for some se mfa hye budget mi de mbom se mo chiche na eson kofo so a moma ensu yensu bi na yensu so ye Ghana for bi nana kwanhia aka kwasi aka ni nyina wie na oya me wofa wakasa wie me ni kase bi aka na mesere na maka ketewa bi hanapa yi obi ti ni so because of yaba akwanjia so nti obi ti hwi mu na brabo nyina sa ene wo 9 mienu wo nsa mienu a wo na mumpo ena eda asen na sabi akwanjia ba na nsa mi hwe Adom TV na Abran TV kire kwan ofa so a onya akwanjia bi kopie Kofodia Hospital na oyi ni yafuru sei na me hwe sabi operation aye no na twa ye twa no se o se oda ho no mfi se wawu because onya accident no se de be na ye o de na fi wa se pimfo no na fu na aba so se pimfo ana oda ho nti o mfi se wawu na ye tam na akwakoto atwere baabi ana ja o keka no ho a e koye ni sa hwe ne si ana atu ne si one side se yin atu betit foni na chi amehwe no na me wura wankasa I think as also be after no so am visiting victims are go through those life so be don't be the cry head no and it mame more IGP waba ura kufu
dampare
baso we are the papa ebeka we born so ebeka obai posifo in the line of duty omo prepare omo yare ya neglect omo did that the fee enyan kran ha all over the country we chi wo bia so na ba ko bi esi o tachima nkra de kese na ese yanwa ono atu ni ka ko nipa ni fie ko fa na baaye say wie san de ne ko back we ne ma se ne hwehwe se sabe ye mpanimfo wo man mu de ebeye accident kum ese fie na bo abusia na say ka bi o ne nam kuma se kwan so enra me ko kuma se Twitter haze na ba foforo no minim din no so says I knew one
white
no
Allah
yes you friend contemporary ye botiam from hey just aha omo nam kwan no so ase kwan no mato ase omo mato na ye omo dia enti no omo no ani kwan so omo delay o kwan no so emma just I don't mean me how me explain here something kwa enro na Mika pam it's a cast ni two Kumasi Accra road no enya sam ketwa emfa hu se nanimu ye emfa hu se nanimu nye eye careful so no mu overtake
and even I trust my car
awurade yankopon na o ma to mu di wo Kumasi kwan so na me refi enra ye take mo kan bi na me refi di no kan che so mo de ye gina fa konje no time to waste what na man wadun kan abba na I need a question by before. There's a by phone some coma do kakra because COVID abe you how so. And will be a COVID na kuno. Tell by phone what on papa. By ye could brunya. Accident the and for COVID in Kafwasem. Ye there before neka. Name na here near is suit any a bino. And they do woo eba. Because one kasa wunim say especially so Uncle Kasi can be I was say education. Na na so be kula Mercedes Benz. Now Twitter Hilux. Now oba now you overtake your manko. Because on the speed you want a new channel. We wait to 100 kilometers per hour. Be an about 120 kilometers per hour. Inti won't before I drew baby episode no one want to do that because speed channel. But science addition almost nim inti or say car one. Say car ketwa na ebo, say car already your speed channel. Na na yetimi tia so okwa na tia so obehwe wanim na wa wachi no uti anye ya na de ka na ko obidi then say so dia positive for ya em de kakra say first no na ufra obo number na ye 18355 na ebetima bobu ma de ache obi amfa by na ufra ya na omafa it is a old nam kwan so na say o driver ni drive basa na ukoka na so odidi watema no answer wafa phone no 18355 na oni o makasa enu the next checkpoint no ibejina no an accident bi akakwasi san bobi bi so say car road wealthy cars enam kwan so a sabi o ehun enu akonongo nana car wafa container etimi car ni ho nti bi konongo so wura konongo krom na bepo kakra bi wo
o ba na za wo kono
o Kumasi no aso akobi akrantie besa toba no we container na free car no so ahwe kwan fifim say na tesi
o jam ho beta mbe
oh and one I see nana and I think be 12
and the ucham jam because me chum hobe 3:30
yes but me na me cook kuma so no
me de na me ba
okay be 12 so kum say da ho na taxi no taxi any be boss nti what call she gata be bridge bia no ho sa ti na nipa hye no mo pekwan yi o ma free mu na me hwe ka na esi nchen na container ni siso na be say na why the page container no to ka we why and so ya ba sire say you say police for you omadwuma yi especially MTT for o me adwuma pa yan koso ansan emma enchekire no koso de say ye twena so ye twena so na mum nana obi betimi aboa wa nchen say wa beboa cause enkwa ye mfiri ne yakwa koto ade bie ni wa maka yem fesika ento ayetim sika ebo ho ban so you might have Land Cruiser, Mercedes Benz, Lamborghini, whatever car so bofo ma usika ntimi say ho ti mo nya abotre abra ye ko December yi na ye ma menem ne na nanam amrewafo mo nyi wo fie no ma bre ne bayi bo ya ye suni ye ban no de yen kokodu wi na afi ye koba manfo bayi December dru afia no hia ye nyina itimi hia na edi nkomo abebo yen tu ye boase na ye tu ye boase a be ma ne de wo tu kwan akọ
na oba unim ade ba ko say na nwanwa ne say na o ka be about education the o hear education is say o tie radio na o duru say ye be kasa say o be every o openyumabo o be every o si na Charles won say eno ase o ko
ba ku bi kra bi honorable be ka ho ba ku bi eno so aba won say aba funfudie abai eno so ha dwen o na say car bebre instead of normal cassette player na dia na wo mu big screen in front of the driver new movies ufa commercial cars ni bi ha driver ni mu ho no screen ni ho a train na wo the passengers na hwe ukofa biso driver na ni mu ho na screen tare ho a ye telenovela was a good ye na driver na we dey concentrating opening patch o mo car kwan ho na say screens bi so e dis car LED
sai no
dangerous cry
mother and my driver need to focus your attention on the road
ba ku bi esi
dan kwa seko na
da bi be president ko fo nya accident
na ho
dina president boy
airport opebia ho no
nana etwa it's second etwa no yiro o woni
light no sa nanse na ba ku si best point former Peace FM ho no ho na ne de miss menam I didn't flash many people I had to park my car because for close to 5 minutes me hu hwe tiade eche ba e hu dede kakra me so mote na omokote light no so nansa na me se twam ho na asaba gonsa na light no to ani a ha asam
maybe I mean the distraction I be do ho na asapa chale asaboni pa ye dwan wo screen no so si kwan che ubehwe
Ovaya hewani me chenche hewani Charles on ze no awudru asagare sa police barrier o ye free
no na mo ngora
and na me in fact me boy IGP abaso because sa police barrier na na wasagare anytime I make kuma say abia na me complaining enya bibia o jack senke bia ka dru ho na police person o park o e betumi aka so master parking chain en secho we mu de o nya ne sa
kwanu
mu no na wo gina ho na bibia anyi ma bufu say wa gina wie no na phone ta na so ho ese se wo gina ho
oye ne call
ema oye ne call no wie ansa na wa ba ababi sa o de nti o gina ho kro eno eduru no omayi in fact IGP e bona baso sa barrier no pa watimi ayi afri ho nde wa ya de bona baso pa
na police asa okay no aye ko wa ku bi gina gina wi aso na mo kwan na min ko ba bi anka mfiri abidua na me say yes na kai bi ebo bi o kwan na yes you ask yourself say why did you stop us So o stop is obe check yen and I stop so be bisa dey asem. Enti me do asankare ho mo yefiro no. Enura de no kro nyame anim. Ka say IGP. Ampa wadwin go for ampa.
In fact, me asankare me madam for na na commander but me no have issues. Inspector Kwanza me na me catch say chale. O boys na adwuma na omo ye ndie me nso mani o. Eti me say no pe Inspector Kwanza o timi ka obeka say ya o campaign. Why are they?
Na why are they papa.
But ba ko so a me person ko mfa na ni nko ho ye poku ase he ya wo ko poku ase kromu a police station ani. Onim. What do police station ani mu no? A park car obankum and a park car udifa. As just 2 lanes per se yaw. Eti akoka ekwan mfimfini pe no ena obia ebe yusu na edru anadwoa. Just about 100 meters away from Pokwasi police station or Matuba Rebi ho. Na sa create traffic is meanwhile double parking so police station any mu pe. Eno anadwo. Nyame nko anka track bi ku obi ebi police station any mu wa.
Oh.
Eddie.
Asa no kasa wo kan ade bechi.
Anyway, honorable
Nana
accidents.
Maminchia ahwefo ne atifo na makwala mi secretary back on my constituency office. Dina Seji Ajo eneye na woda. Nti me mano special happy birthday anopay. Maminchia me mpeswa sofo titru na himfo ni mpenifo ni constituents. You know, let me say
Pacho we dey answer na beko over obisu de back obisu about sit nana. Please also talk about the V8 vehicles who force high occupancy buses to leave the road for them. They also must be checked.
fantastic.
Necessary no.
Oh,
Sirens here ya ka still. Sirens no. Obia was siren when they came.
Nana hadwin na me gidi say Uncle Kwesi Charles has dealt very very well with asema ye kan ho asema no pay accident na ya yeti nyina obi a oben ye pa say we busuani wa downfall as one way or the other no been involved in accident ya ye akwansia ye kan ho asema ebi atuno da me sister me di nachi kaswa polyclinic wo ho tipa truck atwia fa ne soda and then min kai ne ya say that time nyame anya na dom na nka wo ni ma mienu awia doctor chese nya de obetumi awo nkwala bi mu asase so nyame na je no nkwa family members na de ade nti obu accident so a na say the Charles kan no ene obi wo ni fie otene car mo otwa ajajo ebi etwa ne nan etwa ne nsa and asema ye ka ho asema 95% of road accidents ni nyina man made ebi ye irresponsibility of drivers ebi ye hwehan a aban institutions ahodo look onim say ne ye kwan wo baabi kwan ne da so a na timamufo mo ti no mo yem hyehye wo mo na timamufo yem hyehye wo mo say kwan amaya ndie wo be kunyan adenti ne wo say ban sa nipa bi adwen say ye kwan ye ne na kwan ne da so kama na fie dia ye hyehye aja timamufo a oni wo ho
on be too kwase America
because a driver for na menua ene ankwesi kan about speed ramps ene wo mo nye speed ramps bi wo mo di the ship ya di anchor ya di za homa akese no e dangerous very very dangerous and now back up baby no and then ye di agu street mo speed ramps me nim bebia ne board so pa o and no nene ye di speed ramps a cycle pa now cause a lot of accidents than people because you see utwe mu anopa anawia no ne na ho obekwa ba ne da ho ebensu di to ho anajo hey one of the dangerous causes of accident
o constituency wo angozi ye kwan ai da ho nye me am kura pick up me na mama to me boss na taxi o ye I10 defense Hyundai I10 hey na ɔbɔ so abɛn papa afa rough road nso na me hear the kind of driving a taxi driver say what's that so driver me bisa mo say eh nti say yes so mo metai kwan ma yin so mo tai kwan ma ya what kind of driving am be driver kwan so
no correct nti nana na ye ka say 11 months 2608 killed omu na woyɛ simple mathematics a busumi bia nipa 237 ɛna yɛhwere wɔ mo average 237 every month na wowɔ man mu a busumi bia wosie nipa 237 because of an avoidable incident a ɛtɛsi wɔ man mu na yɛanhwɛ ne yi a yɛnyina anim sɛ bro nyakora ba na deɛ ne kankan a and the month of December and can statistics are can and can we your best a driver for a shank for Niama ye bubosu nyina no dodo na ye Niama ye tu ye boka kra ye betumi na nana one of the Niama me de bia me kan wasem say Ghana police for ye call ye patrol nyina ya anajo nkwa na ye call patrol because of armed robbers who call other developed countries are ye driving na ye ko no a police for nam kwan no so bi e bi kran kuta police for car they park people out of the traffic reckless driving because obi a reckless driving na only baby anipa ne ko no aka say reporting kra ma police na nipa de ko who call developed countries are street no mu traffic esi a ye ko be nyina nipa driving along the shoulders of the road ni nyina no na a police for so cars enemu we are no more boss so abeng and they take you off the traffic then or more process you I think say your patrols no uma ye say anajo patrols no very very important my daytime patrols so because nipa bia ben police barrier now I careful or twemo police barrier pe na ayasem nti be sre IGP say police patrol no yemfa bi nko ye street so Accra to Kumasi say obi ko na bi hia no mo achem bia be 3 na 4 daytime cars ya can want to bet you check most of them but as Sankari hoya working driver ni bia wafa kwan so dabia nem say okwa wakoto Sankari that is the problem na omo mounty roadblocks no so a daytime no empempi no complaints if your driver for hoba e kire op if say ye gina wa ye misa ohwe ye nya ohwe no ani say a driver for ibi extortion ne ade alleged extortions. Some of us shower obebisaw is not to extort but obebisaw obi anu amano but no they must also be patrolling the road to identify people at the spot na yem punish wo ya nyene sa na ye jemu sa kwa niam ye bubo so nyina the causes of accident menua e na ya sefem lorry tie me share engineer bi no say look car ties are ye koto tie na ye die ni na edi hwe we dey nam wo ho ene no ye kama je say tie papa e no ka kire me say winter ya bay omu wo ties a obodi fa snow mu ene winter and sa enoko a ye wa another tire e di fa summer mu ndi no mo yi sa ties ni nyina ene no enam wo ho kama na mo di aba and wo koto winter tire na wo hwe enam na go ho na ye kama no na wo di aba wo di ba ya wo di share wo tire ase would the far Sasama road is na tie na pai. And only one of the causes are a causing road accident. And one of the dangerous things. And standards are yedi clear ties, car ties. Most of the ties, bet me I can say 90-95% of the ties are if you China. With no way, with all due respect.
ISO specification.
Me say, me nim standards I did check it ties
Ghana in China
auto tie ne egu car say any 3-4 months when na tie na we and can normal circumstance obi to tie go ne tires car say there onim say at least 6 months to 1 year there no better depending on kilometers away but I had the entisa ni kan woni a omo use tipper trucks na there nya bre na only wo monkasa the quality of ties omo nya expert but they will tell you say ties no be nya no why papa obi anka ho asem You're quite problematic. I was say ehwe ni ehwe ni ye asoman. Na accident ahodo a esi a driver for. Look. Uwo baby to say US, Canada, any developed countries. Public transportation, one more long journey, maybe a hako tamale. Kumasi, let's say 5 hours. You can rest and continue. But when you driver back one, we two car, distance a hako tamale, or don't kwa nebe driving car na kwa do tamale. It's not acceptable. They can say, yeah, if you do Kumasi, now we see from another driver. Afa. But I antisa. Anentisa se wo na wo sister anachi efi akotema na ni kankan kra ni se woni akas ye wo mankasa cars e bia ne car e ba akopɛ ana emienu na driver no onya kodu temalia na obo anajo no dia bank cry mi ma full bus e wo US da oye 4 hours na another driver e share wo bus stop no na driver yesi na another one afa sa they say 12 hours you get about 3 drivers I do beko na hadie entisa na as die baako a mehu wo man mo ya hwe ne yie bibi di pragia masa bibi di pragia o man mu se wo ka sema the first thing obi be ka che on say e kriti nyuma man krofo na nipa dom e ka pragia we adwuma be no mbeye masa ya ye tutu kwanda o man bia wo bekom na wo behu saa situation no na udu kumasi a ne kankan udu kumasi a ne kankan enkran ha amane me ho so pa pradia na mebisa DVL for say aso wo mo register sa pradia we say enye commercial vehicles ana na mo nam kwan so amenua eye asefem papa na mo de bubo ni paka mo sa omo accident
omo ndi lane biazo
na omo ni lane bia so na so kɔ kwan no so a na mo agi kwan no nyina afa enhwe bibiye e wo man mu saa na ye okada we ye cars road accident na ye breaking it down na ya kire okada accident lives okada ateki wo kroma
over 1,000
we see ebefem na so bibia na they are politics road safety and found you can be defensively driving but obia all day bad unim adwen wo ni trim ekusia no wa say obi bia life e besre say enkomo ayedi it should be devoid of politics na niama ya identify nyina no megidi say nipa look and I'm particularly happy ora oye board chairman Emma road safety authority and there ya mo pebre na mo ne ntwetwe nkomo Jemeli Nkrumah watna US all his lifetime na oba omaimu be the last 10 years he owns the DNT television stations media house na one ne kasa na utie ni exposition on road safety I think say yemwa some individuals and institutions na omontumi nye adwuma emwa Ghana na de yehu de 237 people a month say you see woman because of road accident avoidable road accident now most of these issues it actually there in now it's not for nothing now you can roadworthiness of in vehicles in Pempiro it is an open secret say roadworthy certificate nipa fire and cars enko they are testing cars no owufie ye wo middlemen wonya de wo car number mano wonya de wo nkrata mano wo ho ne atwa wo yama na etarianim but I'm happy say even insurance ni all these things the police for war way omunya boy ya ebe identify say whether or not we genuine as any genuine but beyond that we must subject the cars look min call DVLA offices akwa to articulator trucks any tipper trucks say omu be inspection mi ama omu certification mi hu bi da ube ko ho bia cars nkitingiti na hu articulators ko ho a they will be forced said they should have a bigger space for the testing mi hu articulator da obi also hu articulator or DVLA office bia on fresh is here
ebia omo kwan foforo bi omo fa so
omo kan kire na nyina ehu na kwan ya nyina e fa so no ya nyina de cars ko mo test na omo my certification when we tipper truck say is order One articulator be say see order. One mining equipment here be in nam kwan so say ABC order. You won't be that. Never. Ana in Chrome ha tipper trucks in here. Articulators in here. Omo ya omo roadworthy certificate omo ya wan. Ain't for no no. So these are issues. Because in some no be what driver no, technically you may not know. But when you draw, they will point it out to you say when you kona ko ye. And that is how you bet me avoid some of these road accidents. Akwan ni there. Nana, ya kwan enye. Una motorway so a ejidi bum. Porto bi wo tomu a etu. Ebi ananya wo na betu o, ebetu car kitu ebi, na dia bebo odie mu, na wo yakobo we, motorway esi de bia.
Especially from Tema to Accra.
Enye kra. Enti ye besre. Se yenye ahweye. Na say Peace FM ebebo maba so. Mo wo program bi a mo ni traffic road driver unions no.
12 o'clock news.
12 o'clock no. And I think say dodo na ekasa yie. But you best say almost say enko one of the challenges are £1 for the money stations no and also having say ashenkafo ku no nyina ekasa is one of their concerns. Obi ho tu ne car no pa on this station bia no an say we TSM or drive if it about 8-10 hours not is TH. Say the uncle Kusika no na afei your friend was say energy drink and I am nam for or boy energy drinks no this is TH. We born is no a weaken immune system, a weaken resistance level to some of these things. Now at the akwenshia who don't ever. And to be feel say it's unacceptable say your all maimo 237 people will be buried every month because of you can't say your attention ma COVID. You for the same attention no Emma road accident. Na yen save lives. Me that's it.
Mate, men so me that's it. We me papa police penny pa bi honorable tienie or some memfa we emma we are me boni din achiro. Also for patrols we are doing it day and night. We are also aware that some drivers tend to slow down when approaching police barriers. That is why we have barriers and checkpoints. The points mean they are not to be static, but rather to be at a point for at least 2 or 3 hours. Then they move to another place. Tell Honorable Sly.
Mameka some general, yeah. Who call a typical place, a police for Dowenya, come to 25 road to Dawa. A bebe 10-kilometer stretch of road. Police for no, you see your defi advance again. Your defi Tema region, your defi Pram, your defi headquarters. Omo Bobby 25 for no. Ufi wa do Central University, another one jina ho. Ufi wa do Dawa, another one jina ho. E wo mu wo be 5 adentia. But in Crawford, Echo Amasaman, and Nam Cran Krum ha. A committee road offenses no. You should have special vehicles for the police. Na omoni sa omu di omochi. Omu bo omu modern. Yeah? One of the things I'm commending police for pa if you Cape Coast a bank crime anajo, you'll be safe on that road. Because stops no very, very good. From Cape Coast to Accra. No matter what it is, you are safe on that road. Because our police for Bob Muhammad was so power. But me chere omo say Sabi 1 year omuni nam in krom mu ha omu call speed na de ade no. Wo gina fa akon a. Ohun say police gina ho a, odu wa no wa slow down. Owi anu wa san to aso. And only problem you can was e better omo say some ye juma pa omo nko so nye juma no. We will continue to support them because under the circumstance a police for e bo omo modern. But yes ye can say we ye can na I hansi ejuma omo pese ana ejuma omo ye no.
Mate, may that say honorable slide tete. Now please talk about the V8 with alarms which they step every road user.
And the IGP aka me in fix it bit that.
That's not that you text message in America.
Yeah, no correct. No, V8 there oka V8 Chrome ha unfortunately yeah the initial MPs because then turn do. But I'm telling you and say any ministers
buying pennies
Emrano ye clear
yeah
but I nipa I want V8 for Chrome ha we ministers need
last batch near him for.
Esika for no.
No money last batch.
What they do see am buy penny for. V8 dey say say common.
Black
No dey common kra. Enya MPs in one ministers in one etwi we no. Omo nye ministers in MPs. You see, it is because obi TV8 mu a access na onya no. And you'll be what the sick of it to the other than to be opportunity to be. That is the problem.
Anyway, please talk about the V8 with alarms, which disturb every road user. Kindly let us know those who can use the cars with alarms, because now it appears every luxurious car uses an alarm, which is very, very disturbing. Chief Medasi, I don't have your permission to mention your name, otherwise I would have done so. Now, another problem is that the articulated trucks that come from our neighboring countries, they have widened their trailers in such a way that they can't see from behind. So the National Road Safety Authority must check this as well. Okay, na mama mbọ mienu bi so ase na feme cut me off so na chance ne me no anom so na fe yentu apo anopay. This one's Pacha mo mic nisi so chance ne honorable mo mic nisi so nti munye din. Good morning, na yakesi. Road safety is a shared responsibility, although there are some careless drivers who are not fit to be behind the steering wheel. Charles, any honorable Pacha mo mic nisi so munye. I will urge all of us to report those to the appropriate authorities, so that together we can make our roads safe for all of us. Greetings to Dr. Benasanti, CEO of Ghana Gas, Nanekwa Mwabuating, and all the way say, by point of correction. Okay. Hello, Bra Kwame. Okay. Now Kwame is not here this morning. Kudos to your panelists for the fantastic discussion on road accident. Rainbow in Kaswa. Yes, I support what Uncle Pratt is saying. It's time massive education is done to road contractors. Most Ghanaians need safety on our roads. We Ankama Foster and all the we buy. Well, I'm not talking even politics yet, and your test is on. Some more. Now, this one from George Quarting in Adenta. Talking about V8 users, don't forget our big pastors. They use sirens more than politicians. Anyway, people of Adenta still don't use the foot brake. George Quarting and also do a free Adenta by. The number one cause of road accidents is overspeeding and overtaking on our major roads. Government now and future should make it a priority to dualize our major routes, especially from Accra to Takoradi and Accra to Tamale, Kwesi Reynolds, Eddie, Free Agona, Odobin, and also Eddie we say by. Last one, Femen company for so. Another major problem are mobile phones and WhatsApp driving. Another major problem is okay, and this one says another one is troublesome pain who worry their because me the idea me can't but I was say troublesome wives who disturb their husbands always. It's also another cause of road accident. Anyway, we our discussion a little bit on road accident this morning. Any other issue on the table this morning? Charles, fuel and some the COPEC aka, the OMC's aka, corruption, and any other issue. The other table you see, I'm here to be a person or the FA.
I did back be here, and can't get topic you. So the winning said, Yamedia, about Yamisam Hua, Yamia Juma Hua, and Fanny Agro. My precious said, my Yamidumanti. Anna Metina made the area be Yamayamiana Metopa, National Cathedral. The Bohun de Ru, Yakasa, and not a penny be frame, no be Sam said. It's here when I can see. I see say when himself no never share. Now they were all see Casafa National Cathedral, who now Bohun de Ru say Kiana K BC. But if he said near me as I say a mamu mudaho. I'm so many can't board no on secretary in Kahumbi. I'm told to say Mukoye fundraising in Texas or US. Yes. And yet Ubidini on the coy, a Almighty Dean on the coy. ɛsɛ sɛ transparency yɛ adwuma secretariat no mmra abɔnten ɔmo Ghanafoɔ ɛnhu na yɛnte sika dodoɔ a epie mu fees saa fundraising ase na wonim deɛ ntia wɔkenkan kyerɛ sɛm a abra Solomon esi asɔndan de ama Awurade no enipa a ɔde ɔmo sika siiɛ ne wɔn a ɔde wɔn hoɔden koraa yɛɛyɛ koraa no yɛ recognize ɔmo ɛwɔ Bible mu because sɛ bɛyɛ nkaeɛ dwum ama enkyimma abɛsua bi papa bi ɛde afiri mu saa na Jerusalem wall abra yɛ build no enipa a de ɔmo hoɔden ne ɔmo sika hyɛ mu no yɛ recognize ɔmo and so I'm calling on them say fundraising na course so America Texas no however sika bi ɔmo timi raise out of that fundraising no and so I'm making it public na nipa dodo a yakoma da so na ye ka kyerɛ nkɔfo so sɛ ɔmmra me yɛ ntoboa ne mfa nsi nyame asɔndan no nyame asɔndan de yɛ ani sɛ kataso mu so bi yɛ den ɛkɔ so nana covid ediawu na mmom ni ewu te sɛ de car accident once my can but all die we die wo bia you wo se ni nua ba ko bia ba on de ko se ni hu pa
Omicron
edin ko de to so kra tim kum nipa edin no te data wo te hwan a e kum nipa ye ba bedi afofidai afi ne ye be hage ye ho ene said ye ntete ne amane ne amamre tie nti obi chia okra na se wan fa nsa nkwa a o se o ye proud sabe woni nso ade woni mu ade ye kwa asondam yi na said ye ase Ghana fo agetum se ase covid no woni ye di atonkra nti obehie obi a na ja wona mu saa ye me pese o nti ase se o pese hu se covid ne da so ne ye wa ko various hospitals o kwa o ko he statistics e wo ha da bia kwa na den e kosoro enipa no so kɔso na bi nso den ɛkɔso ewu enti yɛbɛsɛ yɛnya nkwa ne yɛtena ase ne yɛdi afofida yi ne yɛdi ne yi a yɛbɛsrɛ sɛ deɛ wɔfa kwasiti a ɔsiesie na no ne nim dua kama no yɛmmɔ yɛn face mask no yɛn kokoro yɛn nsa yɛn use sanitizer sɛdeɛ tie pɛpɛɛpɛ na ɛmmoa yɛn na yɛntimi enya nkwa ntena ase na yɛn yɛwura Yesu na woda eba ayi na bese dini fefefe no ebetime dini yie so sem se wo hyerɛn ɛkyɛn awia ɛno kwasɛm nti yɛ nyinaa pɛsɛ yɛdi n'akyi a moma yɛni na hyɛdeɛ so na deɛ tɔso mmienu special prosecutor yɛwura kisi agyabe ɛnim sɛ ɔwɔ pɛ ɛne akɔma pa so ɔpɛ sɛ ɔko boa na otu katasehyɛ ɛne prɔyɛ ne kankan wɔbrɛ nase ba wɔntimi ntu aseɛ so ano anaka obɛtimi brɛ nase anaasɛ ɔbɛyɛ ne sɛdeɛ ɛbɛyɛ ɛnyɛ obi kora akɔnɔ sɛ ɔde ne nsa anaa ɔde ne ho bɛfɔrefɔre sɛ adwumadie no mu saa asɛm wei owura matea me du kaeɛ ɔno nso so ɛka bio sɛ ɔmo yɛ under resource sɛ sɛ akadeɛ sɛ ɔmbɛhia na ɔne bɛdi ɔmo dwuma sɛdeɛ sɛ fata na ɔmbɛtumi adi ne yie no ɔmo nsa nkaeɛ mente ase o sabi o mpanimfoɔ sɛ wɔmu obi a wonsum no sɛ yɛwɔ akoma ne pepa ne deɛ yɛde asi ani so ampa sɛ yɛbɛsɛ yɛtu kɛta asehyɛ ne prɔyɛ ne kankan ase deɛ a ɛneɛ yɛn resɔso na soɛɛ no na dwuma a ɛsɛ sɛ ɔdi na wɔtumi di ne yie de boa ne man ne ɔno ankasa ne ho no wɔbɛtumi adi ne yie kɔso yɛtaa n'akyi nana mɛsrɛ sɛ auditor general report no a yɛnyɛ ne bebree na kentimi mo obi ankenkan bi because as a ba what is aba na what accept bi wom po pese otie pa agi se public accounts of tea yenuanum kotena ho na otie ebi free mu na mom ensem a ekoso wom no enye o sika afa nkofo nsase so na no meti dem na medwe mu bisa mo se if sabe sika ye say de yamfa anye sika afa nkofo nsase by the auditor general report no ebro 5 billion Ghana cedis na se ekoje 7 billion a year se na se ko si kono ogina kwantia no se yentima nkwantia proye ne keta se hye ne kankan ase dia ene ye taxe o man man kora na egi sika firi o musem kora enkosi aga because sabio empanifo se who said nantwie nko anante who said nantwie na man nipa ginachi sika ya ka ho asemi yenim sika ya gye no by tax mumbo and ya hu sika ya gye no by loan ya gye sika whether you kwaji loan or ya gye tax by people na say ya gye na proye ne ketase che di hini wo man mu saa me nya sure say na say ya overburden yan crofo ya gye sika ne wie so en fanye de say o mama no pe over 5, 6, 7 billion na sika na yehu ba bia wo afi bia ba na akoya fringe yada ye ka ho asem public account committee bia asa minti ho asem say ya recover sika na kwa bia free muda minti bi da minti ho asem and so the yenua pani ana yenua kisia jaben e ka no aban tie no ntie na sopom na akade a ohia se ede ma no yemfa no na yen so ya ho se osi akwan fo ye twintwantwintwa na mu na ye ma kwan ma ne ye ne dwuma se wo ye no fa no so but yo yentwe ho fi kwa mu na naga na ahokire wo ha wo na yebetime si ahokire no kwanya the first thing aban three trust them can say yenhwehwe osoro ne tene ne kane na de aka nyina wo de beka ye ho sana ba aka na nyesa say yentime ntu ketase hye ne pro ne kankan ya yentime mmere na se ya anko fam pa antime nya sika ye nya amfa ammo ho ban yia menya sure say ehihye pa bia de be man bia bitima yie amna yie bitima koso amna yie because we need money to do all these things. I call hospitals I hold on now where go for a good for man I hosem medase
Mesoso medase, and this is to wish you Dr. Nkrumah that's a senior lecturer at Akenten Apiamenka University of Skills and Entrepreneurial Development Kumasi Tanoso. A happy birthday from Samson Kwame Nyameche. Hello FM Kumasi. You senior chef any wamani ene da hon Charles Soba you want unka. Some of the MTTD officers on the road speak very harshly. I had an experience with one at Edum Ridge area. The way she wanted to forcibly open my car and sit at the front, it was amazing. And how she spoke to me, I was wondering if indeed, okay, Dave Hammer, Hello FM, and also so the buy, enti, yeah, not positive one also, most of Mokasa, yeah, not mama, no, I come kakra. And I was like,
Anna. In several doors, na my main starting fee parliament main kaho asem kakra na aftermath of modification of 2022 budget and the matters arising our way forward bibia edadin Ghana for nyina ka yakoma ento yeyem na niema mienu government policy and then revenue mobilization and intended expenditure. Na nyame ncha with all the modifications no budget no had been passed. It's Ghana ni bia enka hu say 2022 government policy statement no it's been passed. Now it stands referred to various committees of parliament to consider various estimates now Minister of Finance, Wayama department, agencies and ministries no committees who do parliament and now we chamber how say nipe wo hono sapa inyina ye wo ye committees are ye adwuma na the committee level NDC for ni MPP for nyina kan boma ye adwuma because as say ya mame text message say me committee on local government and rural development Asia started and beto so and the share local government service and the regional coordinating councils no na share omo how ne omo budget ni intended strategy omo dia policies so omo dia go akwan to also help government to mobilize revenue for development inti the way forward need there said the any debia no by the 70 by the timetable of parliament no ye be pass the appropriation no na oman na ye nejuma na ade ba kwa na nipa dodo na ntiase the yield levy which is a policy proposal. There will be a bill ankasa be ba yɛbɛhwɛ all the nneɛma ekomu for the year levy no na as eba bɛyɛ mmra ansa na ban bɛtumi agyegye saa atoɔ no nti ɛhɔ sɛ deɛ yɛnru hɔ but megye di sɛ nipa bebree ni ti ase sɛ pass budget no policy statement na nepe na kyɛ sɛ a start the collection no ya yɛ kasa nyina ya yɛ wɔ majority afa nyina no is a policy a obi agye tum sɛ policy ni a good policy said deɛ aban bɛ start ɛbɛnya kwan na yɛ tax revenue ɛbɛkɔ soro na ɔman bia no ɛda sɛ ogyigye ntoboa anaasɛ ɔkɔbɔ bosia na ɔde afande wo expenditure ɛne ɔman ne ho bra budget ɛda yɛ nimu ɛnɛ yi aban policy proposals no kyerɛ sɛ aban hia 137 billion no de adi dwuma in 2022 wohwɛ plus the year levy no ɛto a yɛbɛgyegyeɛ ne yɛgyapade a yɛbɛtɔn mfaso ɛbɛba so ne adeadeɛ nyina woka bɔ ma ɛyɛ 105 billion and you need about 27 billion more 37 billion more to be able to fund your budget and no just say ko bobusia na bosia na successively ya bobusia ya ma Ghana ni bia show concern say bosia na ya bɔ no ɛkɔ akyire dodo na ubobusia bia obetua nsihu ka ho wotua nsihu no na wotua sika na nkasa nso bi ɛno na wohwɛ yɛ sika sɛm hyehyɛ mu a sika edi tua nsihu nko awɔ man mu ha no ɛdɔɔso sen de edi yɛ mpuntu nnwuma ɛno nti na wobɛhu sɛ a contractor for esu ayɛ adwuma wie yentua na ban bɛ ne trimu ɔden sɛ mɛma obi contract so nko nyɛ adwuma ma me na mesi bi ntua ne ka asika no wɔ hɔ ebi ni hɔ saa from the Fourth Republic aban bia had gone through that process na yɛ wɔ man mu a yɛ tax revenue ya yɛn to boa yɛ gigye to fund our budget no is very very low. It's about 12%. But me, I have had cause to complain and talked about judicious use of our nation's resource. Kakrana yenya no. Leakages are yeka ho asem se ebeba a report to a public accounts committee na de no. No money nyama e wo se ye ni di ekire de ho se yenka ho asem. Ni yema institutions no yan strengthen wo mo se sabi Ghana ni bia ote budget ase no nim say the tax revenue ewo form the concerns of majority of Ghanaians just like myself because momoi ebe come passing perhaps nipa bibiri kro omo hu dede because
but honorable asana oko enim enti the finance minister by amendment and modification
yes
some modification or the buy in 11 age sense say
one cow and you left the job na proposal
no problem we crowd we makoye modification
ye wie Uncle Chrissy
David finance minister nkasa dem hamitia not here and also money telecos no kasa
no and no
they haven't reached any agreement
no
Mutala Muhammad Endra Mutala Muhammad our people see mukra also there's no agreement
no but you see people are getting it wrong. Parliament a procedure de sabi policy no a policy na minister do be tuja mama yenti ase say two different things. There's a policy before parliament that has been approved. The policy statement stands say government is proposing to collect 1.7% tax. Who tells me say assistant? It hasn't changed. The modification making one sem say it's about courtesy defense, it's about ake, and it's about a japa.
No, no, who wouldn't say no?
We see.
That's why you don't.
And you no credit, dear. No credit. Mr. India.
South policy statement. Musimudia buyer. And no, Mutala Muhammad. Kase. Well, as far as they are concerned, it hasn't been approved.
What is he doing there?
Pachoti. There are two positions.
Which position?
Yeah, approval and yeah, approval. Those are two separate positions.
Yeah, approval the
I know me bao. Yeah, approval the South policy statement. There's a portion on e-levy. E-levy. South portion on e-levy. Finance minister Noel Kase. Negotiations no cry yeah. And I don't know more approval and I said near you never 200 more approval. Master Pacho, yeah, it would be ya chakakra. Omnam Journal.
Well, watch a peak, right?
Ya chakakra. Yeah, Mikai Liman time. Liman time. Honorable Pacho Fachem, Macrosso, the Fachem. Mikai will be Liman time. Liman are buying now majority in parliament to tell me majority in parliament. Nyakoba and say every do what na same policy statement nearby approval. Liman PMP MPs and 9 ekwaso mu kodjonso and you lock one out of parliament. And you vote to reject the same policy you now work no tell me ye.
Onipa nani na kodjonso ye.
Omo kodjonso. Na so omo dos 140 sabren. Nti mu 9 kodjonso nyehu.
Okay.
And you lock one out. Master, Lima Aban there omo ye. Lima Aban could have reconvened parliament. Sani paro omo kodjonso no ka omo asa bani an kaya sa koto aba and so on. They didn't do that. Based on what the opposition for Canada did, they went and rewrote the budget and resubmitted it for approval. We should learn something from this history.
I'm crazy.
Oh, no, Michelle. Nanya muye no crane opening and fire inquisition. We don't know muye. Yeah. And then acquire numbers game. Numbers game part near board parliament.
I know correct.
If I so be any so, it's a next year call. Next year, you share, say. A minority side, the Mumu Frau minority side, the meaning is a minority of parliament. That's the kind as Womu and do 137, Womu Swatika, near move motion, near passing. Also, balance almost better than some as a Muslim numbers no Swatia. No, some move motion, I'm with some of them. And grown you didn't Ghana.
I'm crazy. So you've made a good point.
Because I'm afraid
you see,
you could do pen so be. Yinara and Namunjinara. You have to realize obedient to me funny penny or share and then your pet.
I'm crazy.
Now, could you point out? You have consensus building.
No, Mr. I'm crazy.
Yes, sir.
Adabraka, Mr. You see, it doesn't change the fact that the policy statement of government has been passed.
It's not true.
It has.
Masam Pacho.
What are you talking about?
Masam Pacho.
What are you talking about?
Masam Pacho. Oh, now parliament. So-called minority, Bramu walk out.
Yeah.
Omokas Omo rejected our policy statement.
Yes. Yes.
And I'm trying and almost walk out.
Yeah, and chairman won't walk out. The fact must be stated.
Omo walk out.
No, no, and yes, I need yet. So
right now, there's a motion before parliament.
No, you see, please, Mami, let me explain. Friday. When Speaker Bagman was sitting, we said they walked out. And then they attempted to pass, to reject the budget. They so did. The Hansard captured it. We came with a motion. We came with a motion and rescinded that decision of Parliament. It's in the records.
Which they do not accept. They also do not accept.
But it doesn't lie in your mouth to say I don't accept. You go through a process.
But they have started the process.
The process they have started. The Speaker ruled. There was no decision. What are you talking about? There's no position. Please. And two, Mami Kancho. As it stands now,
when a motion has been moved in parliament and a debate has proceeded on the motion, is it for the Speaker to rule?
But listen.
Is it for the Speaker to rule? According to more standing orders, is that how the business of parliament is conducted?
Now there's a motion before the House.
Yes.
Now there have been debate on that motion. What happens after the debate?
Voting.
It
does not lie with the Speaker to rule. The Speaker cannot rule on a motion which has been debated.
Whichever way you look at it, it is still the ruling of the Speaker, because even for them to say yeah, twabano, a decision of the Speaker to say yeah, to swaba. That is the ruling of a soul.
Mami Misano one question. Most policy statement had not been approved. Okay, you quoted two people. You quoted Mutala. That is why I said Mu.
The facts that make us a Mutala Kasana.
Okay, so maybe they may come, but Uncle Kwesi, which I'm telling you is wrong, because policy to you it stands rejected. But that is what what you are saying. That is it.
Masa.
But my main can't. So what is the position of the policy statement? What is the position of the policy statement?
There are two clear positions.
There's no two positions. The only position of Parliament is the policy statement had been approved, estimates have been considered, including the minority. So what is it?
Parliament has two sides according to your own standing on orders and everything. One side is say approve, one side say approve.
So
is that not the
if it's not been approved, why are you considering the estimate?
Me consider estimate.
Me catch us any panel catch us say approve it or budget hearing approve the estimate. The person is there with me. Enra, the ranking member of local government committee, Nilante, the deputy ranking, Podo, all of them. The leader, my deputy minority whip, Ahmed, he was in committee with me, considering the estimate. And now I'm in my late 40 minutes. They are sitting. So what is their position? What position here then? You cannot go to committee. You cannot go to committee and consider estimate when the policy has not been approved. We take your advice. Say we should build consensus. That is true. Jai said Jai said advice now would advice now would say we should build consensus. That is what we all pray for. But the subject matter of the policy statement and its position today, it's been approved. Yeah. That is why the minority, they are with us in committee, are considering the estimate.
Even as they are with you in the committees.
Okay.
They are making public statements.
Oh. But what are they doing? The bill will come to Parliament.
Apart from making those public statements, they're actually also taking steps to reverse the decision that you say you have made.
Until that time.
No, there's a motion.
There's a
motion which has been filed. Nullifying that decision. There's a motion right now.
So the fact that you file a motion, the fact that motion is defect. There's a defect on that motion. Because listen, if that motion, if it's carried out, look, let me assuming without admitting, you want to play the mischief. Assuming Speaker Joe Wise sits, we have 137. If we vote 137, it stands lost. That motion stands lost.
That is true.
That is true.
Mr. That is true.
Yes. So the point is that
but do you have 137?
How many members we have in the house?
Master, don't you know? So one of your female MPs, Cecilia Yakasai, Parliament. Are you not aware of that?
Mame can't The day they moved that motion, she was in the house. Yeah. The day they moved the so-called motion, she was in the house. So for me, she's a member of my board. She was in the house. I know. I know what. I know yet wasem. So but the main catcher want to say there is nothing like emotional stop statement. But Mamika with Charles, Mimra also. You see, a Jumana ye no. Me, Madinka Aka, as part of my submission, when the bill finally come, we agree to the policy, but the bill will come. Exemptions a woman one a bit you one a bejina daddy no. You listen to some of us oppositions. Mr.
Me who fakras as free.
Said it.
Sir, baby, so benya resources there you put to Jumano. Two sources.
Oh, tax and so two main sources. Two main.
But we didn't say no.
Missy two main.
At least so we tie His Excellency Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia won kasa asem. Enya go see and taxes. Enya no correct.
Missy two main sources to fund your budget. There are other sources. Okay? There are other sources. Other sources needed.
Those were the two main sources. Wow, Vice President the lazy man's option. How can the lazy man's option become your two main sources?
We've run a budget in this country for a very long time. Yeah? Even when you talk of adding value to Nyama, industrialization, to generate money and all that, it's a process. I spoke specifically about your budget, how to fund it today. Before we get there, the in the last 5 years. It's unprecedented in the history of this country. Perhaps in Nkrumah, look, Kwesi.
To president the more come on
Anyway,
under the Fourth Republic, I'm telling you, the Fourth Republic, no one is under the Fourth Republic, and indeed, Kwame Nkrumah, the resources available to Kwame Nkrumah for industrialization and the rest cannot be compared to today.
Slide on bro Fabasa.
Mr. Wadaruma. No clear woman partner say, yeah, or Maya ye team win. Fourth Republican way, I running. She and she say, who do I ye? Expenditures are who do I ye? And then, him say, we have to turn the economy from taxation to industrialization. Policies ben
industrialization, production.
You industrialize and increase productivity.
Agriculture also increases production.
It does. But you see, we've gotten to a stage that you must industrialize the processes. Agriculture now, we have been in an agrarian system for a very long time. If you don't mechanize agriculture, you will not get the necessary way now. So industrialization is key, even in agriculture.
There are so many things that you need not in agriculture.
One more criticize it.
Increase in production.
You can increase in production, but when you increase in production, what do you do? If you don't industrialize to turn it to give you the necessary yield. But NDC for Anyana Mutu say I can pardon them. Wamunya opportunity more than any political party under the Fourth Republic. More.
Master, do you know that you are being very unfair? Because me say CPP for also issue statement.
Oh,
criticizing what is happening.
But
so don't reduce it to NDC.
Now, why are you speaking? Are you speaking for the NDC?
Oh,
no, but if I decide,
how am I speaking for NDC? Say my boss CVP, my boss CVP.
Now me, you don't tell me say me more with you, I'm more with you. My boss NDC did say they have been disingenuous. Now mo jama mo ba power no the Fourth Republic. Mo ba power na sika da help you this kind of bobo say na dey. Mo ba power CPP be di o my so.
You are being very unfair.
I can be on. You are also. So very unfair. He's not being fair to me. You are interjecting me too much. I'm going to see myself.
Manning me na me
na say.
Slide this for.
Now who to you Ghana
and I will not tolerate it.
Sorry.
Because there's no way I'll be to catch up and someone make her and then NDC some America. NDC some America.
One kind NDC as me see me boy NDC for who say NDC for Nkwana. So you seems to be speaking for the NDC. But the point, yes. Because I don't know.
What time of pet? Obia oni mo nya dun bia ye NDC.
And yes, I don't.
So free fa.
Kwesi.
Adam ha ye ti hai. Ade asan maka nda e chese me kasa ma.
Me wo say adent na NDC for Nkwana me site wo. That is what you just asked me. Yes, who see?
Someone make a show on say. Someone
more statement that we should be who you.
Na me gas like who now be decided on site NDC.
Someone.
There be no be say.
Debbie. Someone make am say. Someone beto ho no. Enya NDC ni MPP asem. Na someone beto ho no. Minimum man kuo a omo nya NDC ni MPP omo so ka bi. Mikasa ma NDC.
Ankwese tubo. Hwe.
Mikasa den na sakasa ni NDC kasa.
Me say, you can state your position. How? But we will cite the people talking about this no. You didn't even cite your statement you issued. You were citing NDC MP. But let me Ankwese.
You are so unfair.
Me that's it.
One am more parliament.
Me that's it. Oh, Ankwese.
The argument is
why interject?
No, because you're being so unfair. You're being so very unfair.
If you had allowed me to finish, you could have jotted down the point and make them clear.
There are so many points you have made which are invalid, and I'm going to come to them.
So why are you interjecting me? The way I will interjecting me, if I also take you through that same process, can you get the chance to do?
You can take me through that process. Sasubaina, Obia ne mo nya dwe na mo ho tre.
Obia hontre.
Mo so NDC.
Me nka say we NDC ne. I never said you were NDC.
O kasama NDC as well.
Me say it seems.
Doesn't help you.
Ya interview Ghana for a wo mu tie ye enne. Obia be ho say o wura studio how kasa we kasama NDC ni.
Oh, Charlie, Nana, please.
Nana.
You are the presenter of this program.
Nana.
You have to check this misbehavior.
Oh, this
misbehavior is clearly unacceptable.
No, but don't say it's misbehavior.
It's misbehavior.
Don't say so.
Clear misbehavior.
Don't I have the mind of my own?
No, but deliberate tagging. It doesn't help.
Medasi.
Because it's deliberate tagging.
Medasi, mami.
Over the years.
Medasi.
It's so unfair.
Medasi, mami koso. Mami koso.
Program way. From the very first day, Nana Ohini too. I couldn't have done this program all these years. Say,
oh yes, of course, and they'll do honey.
It couldn't have been possible.
Sure. Sly.
No, sorry. If I've been unprincipled all these years, I would not be sitting here by now. Program way, anyone start here and now hearing tone, and so on.
We know.
We've built a certain tradition. Don't come and spoil that tradition.
No.
These baseless allegations.
Questions like point to note that Charles, remember, I won't take any further comment on this. It's okay on this. Point noted. Let's move on. Maybe Charles Nyabotre. Charles Unifloor. Sly maybe Nyabotre. Sly. Now, Charles, Miniano, but Tiramika. I'm going to say Sly and Charles. Is it the order say? Because your point is noted. Sly, your point has been noted. Wrap up na yentanase. Da yentwa sonko. Sly. Wrap it up na yenkoye.
Nana.
Yes.
Na me wrap it up enye. In some me be kan krafi na masha say.
What time aso?
Nana.
Wrap up in the next 2 minutes. But wrap up in the next 2 minutes.
Conversation. One mama nkasa NOG conversation. And you no so you na say me
I take responsibility for that.
So you give me time to speak.
No, I give you 2 minutes to wrap up.
Now then you have no fair to me.
No problem. Fairness of God.
Charles kasa between them so Charles.
Okay, Eddie Matthias.
Uso kasa. Charles between them.
No problem. Okay. Nana, Mamin call from Parliament. So let me place on record say the policy statement of government 2022 has been passed. Yeah, consider estimate. That is the procedure in Parliament. Obi war any dream be say and pass here, or you carry on with that way, But as far as me, as a member of Parliament representing the good people of Botiano English and Manfrom, I serve on 2 committees. I have a notice to sit 2 p.m. for another committee. NDC 4 and right as Shas here, any NDC 4 consider estimate. Now, I'm passing policy, I'll consider estimate. Omunja you know to go Ghana for last time you trim. So be war. We be say including even the estimate I consider a pass appropriation. Nipa no war. We be the procedure is there. Uncle moving motion. Now go through process But until then, the minimum per the true records of Parliament your passing policy you consider estimate you pass appropriation and we'll move on. Nana, Maminka Kopek any Goel Assembly Kakra. Goel allegation at Kopek for year leading to Goel for say or withdraw from the association. I think say it's unfortunate because prices Goel a listed company rules and regulations a guide or more board of directors. Former Deputy Attorney General MD for Ghana Goel.
Pastor William is so more chairman of pay. More far or say prempe. Of the OED, only meaning you. More far no. Now, Sabi, Edumajo. Now we to me to this hour. I may find. Do a archive in a friendly.
Sly.
Goel withdrawal from the accusation say are buying unnecessary interference leading to Goel say or prices or no. I'm happy someone issue statement say are buying is not interfering. Now one motive is not at all times to make profit. So say times this is now one bet to break even at one profit margins no so abwagana for the corporate detect because don't forget say holy government way say shareholders we are a listed company yes per profit but say beboa Ghana for And I think that the decision for them to go back to COPEC, an association of oil marketing companies, no, it's a good call. But also say, your members no form this association. No, we must not always be driven by profit, because crude oil prices here are cost through. Yeah, we are caught up in the web. I buy here na femudia. And it's a more OMCs no opportunity say, "Mbeti so kakra, manabwa Ghana for." I think that they should not always be driven by the profit. Then the last one, and person become was
10 seconds.
The special prosecutor, the Usher commenter, Shraj boss a year, you say you can't start corruption fight with a bank. With a bank, start with what you have. I think say jobs is unnecessary. Or no mukra no Shraj for now, because also had cause to complain about one of the resources. You can't resources are none ipempi no nipa feel say ninya isikasem. Waka, the special prosecutor, I can say, human resource, crano a problem. Anti-corruption agency like Shraj, any OSP, no, special prosecution
prosecutor.
Woman to me, Cambo Nye Juma Dan say you are true. Yeah, it's also papa collaboration. Mate, now Oshe jobs ya ebeya.
No, but if they have
now Oshe jobs ya ebeya. I think say emwa. The fight against corruption, because our resource it's not only meant to be sika is important there. Now so nipa beye juma wo office or na there nipa bi wo opepa so monya beye juma no, they are looking at their conditions of service na there and san obeka say oja na juma no aba beboa wo mu na there. These are issues I will say kan ho asem ye, and this sika asem there menyi ni say institution bia wo krom ha obeka say parliament. And then, yes, we are trying to pass the sick of the mind of grand so and so say, go so I
no, sir, on Honorable Sylvester Tete, MP, but yan English, a man from an appointment that say, oh, what was he?
Master Mansam, the Walker, Master Titi,
as a fighter,
Master Titi, opening. So, what Jim to Buano? Oh, Nasa, and so in your mind, I said, we are now. There are many ways of dealing with it. But who say we have senior sikana e wo futuo mu no wo yusu no fa no aka say bia sikana e wo futuo no mu no senior me yusu no nti na enso nti me teso
se meto na ntwi a
meta kokko me das Charles nti enya no kura se sikana nso ne opeso ye na so to tax necessary say to tax enya no kura. It is not possible. Cutting government expenditure is also one of the means. Even tax no cross up will sound too mukra. A crime be so fast different ways. So we Institute for Fiscal Defense
and Statistical Studies.
Omaba ka say taxes no send your economy yes and can say no. Then can say extractive industry. No much kwanya ye fast so sikana here and bit me nya extractive.
Rather.
Exactly. It is not true say scanning so there and there's all two taxes so it's not true. It doesn't work that way. You understand? This is me mama someone. Sa goal is somewhere better. Opening a dana a commercial drivers call striking. A year and on the car say, oh, striking one more jai. A sign say in the negotiations they were told to say goal for everything prices. So me boy catch him say me boy.
Who says so?
Commercial drivers. So the reason for stopping the strike action was that
I thought almost can say I buy free almost for negotiations. So no more casa. But to specific say goal like us or better so that bit well maintain.
Minute.
Okay.
From the meeting they had with the presidency and with the ministry.
Yeah. Also anopano. In fact, na nana papa.
Ubeka ebinada no cry ba hali ka sa asem.
Okay.
Ama make us say no kure say aban aka kire goes for monti o prices so asem kese pa.
But Goyle issue statement, so you can deal with the statement that Goyle use official statement.
Na say go nko na statement. Sir
What is this?
OMC's no higher statements in their doors never go on.
But that's official position with respect to
it's an official position of GOIL. I agree, but there are other official positions of other organizations.
Now nobody can get a better official position than Obiya. Alleging say your man instructions from government. Honestly, there be your man instruction.
Are there in a transport operators in the call of cycle? One can transport operators and say arrangements have been made for GOIL to reduce its prices.
It was not part of the communique. Statement about, but it was not part of it.
What did the statement say?
Abayin say wa church in sem no match omo. Now omo catch omo say we no e form. So the coming weeks no, they should expect a windfall because world market price no drop it. So they should expect a windfall. This is what it was in the statement. And Nemo say you are instructing guys on multiple.
Mo communicator betra beka say someone who said GOIL for so
and that's because I don't just abandon my GOIL instructions on Montiso. Or because I don't just abandon. Let's differentiate and draw the line.
Until who are with here will Kasande, Unkasama by.
Me Kasama by. Me met me a call it GOIL say Titi or Mufuel.
Slide.
Charlie Manuka.
David, me time as I have to.
Time as then no, but Manuka on Kebi.
David.
Okay, you all me okay in a massa. Why would you? Slide no on them rough road.
I was in
on them rough road.
Call him Kwesi go ahead and
I send you 1% this up.
They count here. I want to say go up for attitude fuels. Now I said my bisa abayin. Nya aban we nko I say just say the man in US here bonte na aban tekasa how say omu tweyama na no nana Tuesday no
Charles asamna no waka
oh how pa nipa call so nipa call mo kro we nya
Charles asamna no waka
we knew say betimi aye ho bibi
and the tweyama strike no buy answer there
strike na ba egu aban ni ase na kofo on from that day
GOIL for say bisa.
Ade chinya mo say.
I was say bisa GOIL.
Afedie.
GOIL nya ban.
Me say I was say bisa GOIL.
O mo asimo mo kanje nkofo so mo na mo ka tell so mo ntiso. GOIL nya ban. Na mpacho me asamba ku bi ho a.
Oba kasa.
Besin bisa. Side GOIL wo mo practice wo mo detiti prices no so mo sell below the prices of other oil marketing companies. And then they shall say oh.
David.
And that the fufuro. GOIL ya fiti akole no breso
pressure baby ya
and na GOIL started so mo yes ade no so mo de national oil company it's mo de mo ye ne be ya amanfo ho be ha it was a sales promotion strategy aye then na mo koji sales promotion strategy beto mo say mo na mo yo that is the problem GOIL atiti petrol so fiti da ben na some business say GOIL so more free oil marketing companies Omo association no mo no. What is the effect? Say omo yama na kusi saying. Omo punish oil marketing companies.
No, that's they come.
So the effect of the withdrawal. And only the who withdraw na kusi saying.
No, but
Master, let's be serious in this country. I beg you. Let's be serious in this country.
But Ankwesi, Mr. Only say OMC's association Nankasaso, they are asking God to come back because they know. Say there is strength in they know, but the point I'm making is that Makawa has said they should judge and come.
GOIL is a market leader.
Yes, he's a market leader.
I looked at the statistics.
Yes, it's true.
Of the oil marketing companies and so on. So far, liftings are we use liftings as an indication of strength. Yeah. I think GOIL is in the first three.
Yeah, they are.
You understand? GOIL is in the first three. GOIL is a major market leader, which is a fact. And it's a GOIL say association is a free more. What is that meant to achieve? Obi to me church more. When I would to me church and say mu church mu near.
Because onya kwan church mpacho.
You see the point is that
what are we say upon no?
Dabi me offer we na.
Now over there say to me kebi. O say to me kebi. O say to me kebi Nana Tio. Me GOIL for. Me say
slide on the platform. Charles BTO.
Yeah, because me come out buying tennis. The entire Baba when he said, "Man, Timon for here a day, I want him now." Exactly. A Timon for ye, the entire, a buying by, maybe the entire. And he a buying to be in China and any man for Aham. And ye, a Toda Yakasa,
to me no kra aban to me no kra ya man for me to me
enua na ya mo de esi o maso ne concrete no because on say otatie oh everything is in a pipe no say concrete kwa de shema nke di su bu me betu ya ka omuntie and I don't understand say you see nana about to say the broni can say election is process but any event say yeah trouble we started to 2024 aba the better me come buy out so team say yeah started to 2024 about yeah to the omuye nhihye omuye ni aso a omudi tie Ghana for no Ghana for the eni ni aso na eniam bu a yebetima aya yenye ne ntem ampani forces so tro ben no no agent ntem and said the American say you can eat with the devil but with a long spoon I thought that you can't son bia you see
strike we more than 6 months
okay yes you assume say for when on free say for no ye dede when free but about to yet no Ghana for aneto enya be before ntimi say aban tie ye nanana da bia wo no say the aban age atum say eniema nye papa ntia hohiahia mremu enti na ode ye de oye no na ahohiahia na ohifo so eye Ghana for ye nso na ahohiahia na den ewo ti aban oye nhihye ya onhwe timam omamufu aye wo no na nhihye ye no so no emra meboa ye embre ye hawo ne amane ne so ma ontwen ma ye ntinte so kokwa ansa na aban obibi ya waye
meda say Charles Owusu ena otenen kasesia no Kwesi Pratt Jr. managing editor Insight newspaper ena afi honorable slide Charles
as we kunti se me kan cho se otia pa otia
mate me gene so Mapon. Slide ko da for na ya to aso. Da. Over medase no pay. Kwesi Pratt Jr. slide tete and afi Charles Owusu and out to omonka no pay. Your friend na ya Kese Isaac Odro and the team and a producer but woman fa we intwamukra and sana mako. So once again to you Prophet Samuel Ochre Amankwa aka SO1 founder and general overseer Empire of Prayer Ministries of Anchor odie eno prophet yes na wanya emfie aduanan enti sorry ma abusuafo na adofo no nyina se ma happy 40th birthday Prophet Samuel Ochre Amankwa aka SO1 founder and general overseer of Empire of Prayer Ministries of Anchor nyankopon enhyiraw na oma onkwa na enye papa emfa emma abusua ena no pay medemo AC frame na ya Kese with me aframe the cardinal me the radio asomdwe gya munyina makram all my friends will be drinking all the beer